Hey everybody, welcome back. So if you guys had noticed one of my videos in the past, I don't even remember how long ago it was now, but it was, video link is up here in the top right, and it was a set of Polish Circle 11 Category 5 kits that they were selling, most of which, well all of which, if they were a Cat 5, had no furniture. And I thought, well, hey, this is cool, a Circle 11 AKM kit. I forget what I paid back then. You guys can go and reference the video. It will tell you, or I do tell you in that video. But one of my subscribers, Will Scary, yes, I'm calling you out, sir, pointed out to me, hey, you've got a really unique kit. And I didn't even realize it at the time, so I thought it was worthwhile at least to revisit this today. As you guys full well know, Poland didn't start producing the Circle 11 AKMs until 1966. Keep that in mind, because here's something pretty sweet. I don't know how well you guys can see this, but this is a Circle 11. Notice the date, 1965. Additionally, the serial number is Alpha Papa 019. Now, he told me, Will Scary told me that, hey, there's another guy that had one. He posted on the AK Freak forum, and apparently these things are like unicorns because this was a pre-production AKM. Interestingly enough, I'm going to have to make a post out there and show this off just because this is so stinking cool. I don't even remember his username. Will Scary, if you're watching this, you can comment down below and let me know, sir. His was AP021. It's wild because his was only three serial numbers off from mine. Now, I'd love to sit here and tell you this is an all-matching kit. Unfortunately, it is not. But today, I will tell you, I will go through it again and tell you what all parts do match. One of which being the front trunnion and the rear sight base. So that's two matching parts. The other one, of course, highly important, the top cover. And I'll put pictures in the top left as I'm going through this. Once again, 019. That's 3. The bolt carrier with a tremendous amount of markings all down the side. I have no idea what these are. Once again, 019 with a minor amount of peening on the back. It's 4. Another one, which is actually really hard to make out on the stem of the bolt, is once again 019. That's 5. And then last, the recoil spring assembly is 019. So that's a 6 numbers matching parts kit. Now, this is the gas tube that came with it. Now, I don't know what the deal was with this. I think, unfortunately, when they demilled this kit, there was a lot of others, well, maybe not a lot, but I know some of it obviously had to have gotten mixed up because this one was originally 13523, and then it was electro-penciled 06843. In no way, shape, form, or fashion do I think it would have gone together with this kit. It just wouldn't have. The number's just way too different. Now, additionally, of course, the safety selector does not match, and it is 291. Now, as far as the numbers or the serialized components, this might be the original hammer. Now, the reason I say that, you know, your hammer, your disconnector, your sear, rate reducer, all that fun stuff, I think these pieces might be original to the kit because they have the same weird gray phosphate coating, much like what you see here on the recoil spring. So, jury's out on that one. You know, I can't prove anything either way. Front sight base is, of course, here, has the thread protector on it. You know, and quite frankly, this was probably a really nice kit before they torched the living snot out of it and made me cry. But anyway, I do not have, unfortunately, I do not have the cleaning rod. That did not come with it. But the rest of the parts look really good. It's just one of those interesting, weird pieces of history. One of those rare pre-production AKs. Now I don't know how many Circle 11s were part of the pre-production phase in 1965, but I can tell you this was number 19 that rolled off the assembly line. So that's pretty cool. It may have a bunch of gremlins. I don't know. I'm looking down the bore of the barrel right now, and man, it's a shame. That barrel was really good. That's good strong rifling, other than the fact that it's torched all to pieces. Now, one last thing to note is the magazine does have a drain hole in it. But other than that, there are no real identifiable stampings or markings whatsoever, except for a 9 right here. That's all that's here on it. There's nothing on the floor plate, or nothing on the base plate. Nothing anywhere else. So I don't know where that mag came from. Now, I'm going to tag AK John in this video because, quite honestly, guys, I would love to build something like this myself, but with something this rare, I want an expert doing it. I really do. But John, if you're watching this, hopefully you will be once I tag you. I'll be reaching out to you about possibly building this Joker and maybe using something like a Recreator blank or something like that, because I want this thing to look as original as possible. Of course, what's nice is this thing had a beautiful blued finish on it at one point in time. The bolt carrier still retains the majority of that finish. And I think that's probably what I would go back with, to be quite honest. This is just one of those really cool pieces of history that you just never see anymore. And how, Will Scary, as you pointed out, how in the world, or how lucky I was, or fortunate, however you want to say it, just to get this at random from Bowman Armament. It's pretty cool. I'm super stoked about it now that I really know what it is, and I greatly appreciate you pointing that out to me. But John, I will be reaching out to you, especially, sir, because I want to make this thing awesome. I want to make this AK great again. I think Rob Ski said that one day. But anyway, I want to restore this thing to its former glory. Now, this is a public service announcement and a call for help for all you guys that are watching this. I'm going to move this to the side. You guys probably remember some of these Polish WPV sock sets that I got quite a while back. Let me get that out of there because I can't show that. Now, the interesting thing is these early Polish AKs, let me get this box out of the way, it's blocking my light. These early Polish AKs, number one, would not have had a laminate buttstock. Now, I have located a laminate buttstock through Arms of America, and that is on order. Or not laminate. Let me back up. These early Polish AKs would have had a hardwood buttstock, not the laminate buttstock. Now, fortunate enough for me, Arms of America does have the hardwood Polish buttstocks. I have one of those on order. Now, the upper handguard was laminate at that time, as far as I know. At least I think that's what they were. I believe that's what Misha said. But the lower handguards, although they did look like this more or less, they also had a drain hole in them, and they were hardwood as well. Now, if you guys know where I can find one that is a Polish one, let me know, please, because I'm actively searching for one, and these things are almost unobtainium. Because, quite frankly, guys, I want to make this thing look as original as possible. So this is out. This is out. And I may get one of these that's just unfinished and try to make it match. You know, a laminate upper handguard is not that big a deal. I mean, from country to country, they're almost the same. But these are definitely different, and this is definitely different. I did locate a Polish Bakelite grip which would have come on this, and I found that on Gunbroker. I've actually got it, got the payment sent off for that. Hopefully I'll be getting that soon. But the biggest thing for me right now is trying to source the original furniture for this thing so that I can restore it to its former glory. So if you guys have some leads on some lower handguards, or maybe an upper and lower handguard combo, something that already matches a little bit, that is a Polish, at least the lower is hardwood, I believe the upper, once again, is laminate, let me know. Reach out to me, because I can't find them. Probably about a year or two ago, or maybe a little bit longer than that, Apex had them, but they've not been back in stock. So let me know, guys, if you know where some are. If you have one, I'd personally like to buy it, to be honest. I just want to make this thing look like it was originally. And hopefully me and John can work something out, and we can get this thing built. I'm super stoked. Once again, thank you, Will Scary. Guys, I will try to document this as much as possible. I can't wait myself to see what this thing's going to end up looking like. I'm really excited about it now. But big shout out to my subscribers, because you guys are the ones that often school me on stuff like this. Something that, hey, for me, oh, it's just a Circle 11 kit. Cool, that's awesome. Oh no, it's more important than that. But I appreciate that, guys. Appreciate your insight. Appreciate you guys tuning in, taking the time to share in this passion of mine, as crazy as it is. Once again, big thank you to my subscribers, especially to Will Scary, and to everyone else that makes this channel possible. And as always, guys, thank you for all your likes, your shares, your comments. And until next time, you guys have a great day.